Long before mankind drew its first breath, there was no such thing as death. Creation was perfect, unbroken, without an ending. But when Adam and Eve disobeyed and tasted the forbidden fruit, something irreversible entered the world: sin. And with sin came the necessity of death. Yet who would carry such a burden? The archangels Michael and Gabriel, great warriors and messengers, hesitated. They could not bear the weight of ending life. When God commanded his angels to gather the dust of earth to form Adam, the earth itself wept. Michael stepped back. Gabriel retreated. None could bring themselves to take the soil of mortality. Only one angel obeyed without hesitation, silent, obedient, unflinching. Azrael. He gathered the dust despite the earth's cries, and with that act he proved his nature. He alone could carry the unbearable task. For this, God transformed him into something new: Malak al-Maut, the angel of death. From that moment, Azrael became the keeper of life's boundary, the one who begins and ends every story. The keeper of the scroll, destiny in his hands. Azrael was not simply given the power to take life, he was entrusted with its record. In ancient traditions, he carries a scroll, or in some accounts, a great book, upon which every human name is written. It is not merely a list, it is the map of existence itself. When a child takes their first breath, the name is inscribed in glowing letters upon the scroll. And when that final breath escapes, the letters dissolve, vanishing forever. The scroll is said to breathe with life itself, its ink shifting like fire, its pages whispering with the voices of countless souls. This scroll is not symbolic, it is destiny in its purest form, a reminder that Azrael does not choose when to appear. He is not arbitrary, nor swayed by pity, anger, or persuasion. He acts only when the command is given. His role is not to decide, but to obey. Unlike Lucifer, who once defied the heavens, or Michael, who leads celestial armies, Azrael embodies perfect obedience. He does not argue, he does not hesitate. When the scroll declares that a name has ended, Azrael moves. And when he moves, no force in heaven, hell, or earth can stay his hand. This is why even the greatest angels step aside. They know his presence means inevitability. No sword, no shield, no prayer can alter the moment once it has been written. When Azrael appears, silence falls across creation, not because he is cruel, but because he is certain. He is not the judge, he is not the executioner, he is the keeper of the final word. The scroll opens, the name fades, and the angel of death completes what was decided long before the soul even knew it was living. The fearful Majesty, Azrael's true form. Descriptions of Azrael's appearance are unlike anything else in angelology. His form defies imagination. He is said to have 4 faces, each one turned toward a different direction of the world: north, south, east, and west. With them, Azrael sees all things at once, never blind, never unaware. No soul escapes his vision, for his gaze is constant and eternal. His body is vast, stretching beyond the limits of earthly comprehension. It is said to bridge the realms, a being whose presence is so immense that entire nations could vanish within the span of his limbs. Some traditions speak of 4,000 wings, but these are not the delicate white feathers of common angelic imagery. Half of his wings are radiant, woven from light and mercy, carrying the righteous in peace. The other half are terrible, forged of iron rods, hooks, and blades. Wings made to strike fear into the wicked, to bind and tear those whose lives have been marked by corruption. Yet the most unsettling detail is not his size or his wings. It is his body itself. Azrael is described as being covered entirely in eyes and tongues, each one bound to a living soul on earth. Every person alive at this very moment exists somewhere upon him. Each eye is the watcher of a soul. Each tongue is the voice of a life. And when a person dies, one of those eyes closes, one of those tongues falls silent. His very form shrinks and shifts with every death, an eternal record written in flesh and spirit. Humanity itself is mirrored upon him. To Azrael, the earth is no larger than a bowl held in the palm of his hand. He does not travel from place to place, searching for the dying. He does not need to. He already knows where every soul is, for they are inscribed into his very being. In an instant, he can reach any corner of the world. Distance and time mean nothing to him. This incomprehensible scope is why legends say even the bearers of God's throne, those colossal angels described as supporting the very seat of the Almighty, lower their gaze in his presence. Their power is unmatched, their strength cosmic, yet even they recognize the shadow of Azrael. For he is not simply another angel fulfilling a duty, he is the boundary itself, the line no living thing may cross without his hand guiding it to the other side. The dual face of death, gentle guide or terrifying judge. Azrael is not the same to everyone. His form and presence shift depending on the soul he encounters. To saints, prophets, and the deeply faithful, he is no terror at all. He comes as a figure of peace, radiant, calm, even beautiful. His arrival feels less like an end and more like a homecoming. His touch is soft, his presence soothing, his gaze filled with quiet assurance. When the Sufi poet Rumi spoke of meeting Azrael in a vision, he described no fear, only recognition. To him, Azrael was a companion, a friend, and an escort to eternity. But to the cruel, the arrogant, and the corrupt, Azrael arrives in an entirely different form. His presence is crushing, heavy, suffocating. To them, his appearance is unbearable, a shadow that consumes all light. For these souls, the separation is not gentle, it is violent. The soul is not lifted, it is torn away. Their final sight is not peace, but the living embodiment of their own sins, reflected back to them through the face of the angel of death. This is Azrael's terrifying duality. He does not choose to comfort one or torment another. He simply reflects. He is a mirror in which the soul sees its truest self. To the righteous, he becomes mercy itself. To the wicked, he becomes dread incarnate. This is what sets him apart from other angels. Michael carries a sword. Gabriel carries messages. But Azrael carries truth, the unchangeable reality of a life lived. That truth can be gentle as a whisper, or it can strike with the weight of iron. And in this way, he is not only feared, but profoundly honored. For Azrael shows each soul what it truly is, in the moment that matters most. Beyond death, the end of all things. But is Azrael death itself, or merely its servant? Ancient traditions suggest something far more chilling. In the beginning, death was created as its own being, a vast and dreadful presence unlike anything else in creation. When God first revealed death to the angels, the sight was so overwhelming that every one of them fainted for 1,000 years. Even the mightiest archangels could not bear its form. And yet when they awoke, God placed death under the command of one angel, Azrael. Death did not master him, he mastered death. Where other angels wield fire, light, or celestial armies, Azrael alone was given dominion over the ultimate certainty, the boundary between existence and oblivion. But even Azrael's reign has an ending. At the close of time, when judgment has passed and every soul has been assigned its place, paradise or punishment, there remains one final act. According to the Hadith, God will summon death itself, appearing in the form of a ram, and bring it before heaven and hell alike. Then, before the eyes of all creation, death will be slain. In that instant, death itself will die. And when death ends, so too does Azrael's task. The angel of death will lay down his burden, his scroll closed forever. His long watch will be over, and eternity will begin without him. The cycle of birth and ending will cease, replaced by something beyond human imagination, life without death. Until that day, however, his shadow stretches across every living thing. He does not arrive early, he does not arrive late, but he always arrives. That is why even Michael, radiant commander of heaven's armies, and Lucifer, the proud adversary, feared him. Azrael was not their rival, he was beyond rivalry. He is not an enemy to be fought, he is not a messenger to be heard. He is not a warrior to be followed, he is the end. This is Abyssal Narratives. If the story of Azrael, the angel of death, moved you, share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you see him as a terrifying force to fear, or as a guardian who ensures that every soul finds its way? Subscribe for more tales of angels, demons, and the mysteries that lie just beyond our world. And until we meet again, keep your minds open.